name is Sue Latta. I'm a sculptor. I'm a mixed media sculptor. I am a mixed media sculptor. How about that? My undergraduate degree is in photography, and as soon as I graduated, I started making sculpture. And then about 10 years later, I went to graduate school for sculpture. My goal for graduate school, I thought, was going to be to figure out how to bring the photographic image into my sculptural work. And then I didn't do that in graduate school. I went on a whole big materials exploration instead. And then after graduate school, I still had this problem to solve. And so one summer, I really just set out to do it. I set out to solve it. And I made the discovery that I could create this image transfer on resin that allowed me to make a photograph a piece of sculpture. And that was kind of the breakthrough that brought all of the pieces of my life together and allowed me, and really set me on the path of the current body of work that I've been on for almost 10 years now. There's not a particular genre that I fit into because I'm doing a thing that I'm not sure if anybody else is doing. And I'm very driven by broken things that are being taken back by nature, an organic texture, things that I couldn't recreate. So found textures are really interesting to me. Those are the kind of things that I use in my work, and I use them to try to create some sort of narrative sense. You know, the relationships between the materials and the objects and the words and the textures all work to tell a story of some sort or to create some kind of emotional response. As a young person, I kind of felt like I was nothing, and I assume that there's a lot of people that feel like that. And when I went to college, I started as a psychology major, and then I took a photography class. And somewhere during that class, there was a critique, and the professor said to me, "This is a photographer's photograph." That made me feel so good that I went and changed my major, and I started making art. And being an artist made me something, made me feel like I was someone, whereas for most of my life, I had felt like I was nothing and no one. So I really honestly do feel like art saved my life, and I feel like art has the power to save lives.